All right, I think we're live now, so we will wait for a few seconds, everyone, and let's wait for everyone to join in. In the meantime, I'll share the links with everyone so that anyone can join in. But if you have already joined in, please say hi in the comment section, and we'll be waiting for them. Okay, so we're all set. So let's wait for a few more minutes for everyone else to join in. I can see that people are already joining in now, so that's great. But let's wait for more people to join in, and then we can get started. For people who are joining in already, we will start sharp at 7 p.m. So let's wait for everyone to join in, and then we will get started right on time. It's almost time. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. So yeah, we will get started now. It's 7 p.m. already. So I will start by introducing myself. I'm Anik Sen, and I'm the e-learning manager of Coders Trust. If you have already attended the last webinar, you would already know me, but let me introduce you to the participants as well. I have with me Tracy from Your Partners, who is helping us locally to reach out to you guys. So it's a very important role that she's playing to help us reach out to people like you on field, because we are a global company. For example, I'm from Bangladesh and I'm sitting at my home right now. It's people like Tracy, who is also who's doing all this work, who's helping us with all of these to reach out to you. So yeah, big kudos to you, Tracy. And then along with her, we have Noor, who is a graphic design mentor of Coders Trust. He has over 10 years of experience working as a graphic designer and a mentor. In Bangladesh, he has taught more than 500 students so far, and he has created successful freelancers. Most of them are women, because he has been the mentor of women programs in Bangladesh. So he knows exactly how to help women like you become successful freelancers as graphic designers in the marketplaces. And last but not the least, we have an important person with us today. We have Meghi Hassani, who's an Albanian woman just like yourself. And she's a successful freelancer in people per hour. And she's also working in the field of graphic design. So you will get to hear from her. And if you have any questions to her, please feel free to ask in the comment section, and we will relay those questions to her so that she can answer, right? So without further ado, I will pass on the mic to Tracy so that she can get started. And this part will be in Albanian language, because both Tracy and Meghi are Albanian. So I think it would be more convenient for you as well, all of you, to hear them in your native language. And then after that, me and Noor, we will conduct the webinar, rest of the webinar in English. So yeah, Tracy, take over.
Thank you, Anik. Përshëndetje të gjithëve dhe mirë se erdhët në webinarin tonë të dytë, I cili është I fokusuar në graphic design. Webinari I parë ishte një webinar informativ I përgjithshëm dhe ishte shumë I suksesshëm, patëm shumë komente prej jush, shumë pyetje të cilat na ndihmuan dhe ne të gjeni përgjigje dhe t'i adresonim ato sa më shumë edhe tek frequently asked questions, edhe në një farë mënyrë t'ju bënim edhe juve një sqarim më të mirë për projektin, për gjithë ata që ishin të interesuar sapo po njiheshin me projektin, por edhe për ata të cilët ishin njohur tashmë me projektin dhe kishin pyetje të tjera më specifike. Ky sesion, siç tha dhe Anik, është I dedikuar për graphic design specifikisht, megjithatë, për çfarë do lloj pyetje që të keni në vazhdim, qoftë për graphic design, qoftë për projektin, jeni të lutur që të shkruani në komentet në Facebook, edhe ne do I lexojmë edhe do përpiqemi të përgjigjemi në kohë. Siç tha dhe Anik, ne sot kemi një woman freelancer, pra një vajzë të re shqiptare nga e cila bën freelance në website-et të cilat ne targetojmë edhe te projektet, ajo do sjelli eksperiencën e saj për të gjithë ju që jeni kurioz të dini pak më shumë I freelancing. Meghi, unë do dëshiroja nëse mund të bëje një prezantim të shkurtër mbase duke të drejtuar edhe unë pyetjet e para, dhe të na tregosh pak më shumë mbi eksperiencën tënde, mbi si ke mësuar mbi freelancing, si ke filluar, edhe mbi graphic design, edhe më pas në vazhdim unë do të bëj një sër pyetjesh dhe më pas do shohim edhe pyetjet që vijnë nga komentuesit, edhe do shohim se për çfarë janë të interesuar ata të dinë më shumë. Kështu që mund të jap fjalën.
Okej, përshëndetje të gjithëve. Siç e thanë edhe parafolësit, emri im është Meghi dhe unë punoj si freelancer prej më shumë se 4 vitesh tashmë. Shumë prej jush mbase mund të kenë parë edhe videon tek rrjetet sociale të Digital Work Albania dhe kam përshtypjen që nga atje keni kuptuar pak a shumë se me çfarë merrem, po praktikisht e kam filluar eksperiencën time si freelancer thjesht nga dëshira e mirë për të gjetur një punë që të mos më merrte gjithë kohën e botës gjatë kohës që isha dhe me studime, dhe më tej edhe duke qenë se ka rezultuar e suksesshme në atë kohë, vazhdova ta ushtroj edhe më tej. Deri në këtë moment, mendoj që mund të quhem disi e suksesshme, të paktën për sa I përket fushës time të graphic design. Unë kam filluar në fakt duke marrë frymëzimin thjesht nga shkolla. Domethënë hapat e para, unë kam studiuar arkitekturë dhe hapat e para të dizajnit, le të themi që I kam marrë atje dhe në të njëjtën kohë, po nga ajo kam mësuar edhe disa programe bazë që janë përdorur për graphic design dhe më tej kam vazhduar për gjitha aftësitë e mia I kam zhvilluar më tej vetëm duke parë tutorials në YouTube ose autodidacting me pak fjalë. Kështu që mendoj që është një gjë që të gjithë mund ta bëjnë shumë lehtë edhe siç duket edhe unë jam si besoj shumica e juve që duan që të futen në hapësirën e freelancing dhe pse jo në tjetë në Shqipëri një nga punët njësoj siç është në gjithë botën, që është shumë e thjeshtë për të fituar, për të punuar edhe për të qenë shefi I vetes, kur I thon.
Shumë e vërtet kjo Meghi. Në fakt kjo është një ndër gjërat kryesore që e bën punën freelance atraktiv për të gjithë njerëzit që e mendojnë si opsion. Ti u mësove me freelancing nëpërmjet internetit apo si erdhe ta njohësh më shumë, duke ditur që kjo është një fushë zakonisht jo shumë e njohur, domethënë, edhe prandaj.
Unë vetë si njeri jam një individ që bëj kërkim nëpër internet, më pëlqen shumë që të lexoj dhe të studioj dhe të shikoj disa mundësira të ndryshme dhe gjithmonë është kjo pjesa që të mos më marri gjithë kohën e mundshme ose gjithë paraditën ose nuk e di, mjafton që orari I skedulimit të ketë qenë siç e dua unë, të paktën për sa I përket kësaj pune. Dhe si gjithë të tjerët në Google kam bërë research top freelancing websites, le të themi, edhe duke u përshtatur pak a shumë edhe vetëm me aftësitë që unë i di tek vetja që i kam, siç është graphic design, duke qenë se kam informacion të mjaftueshëm mbi programet që përdoren për graphic design. Nga kjo, pas researchet që kam bërë online, kam gjetur si më të përshtatshëm edhe website-in ku unë punoj aktualisht si freelancer, që është People Per Hour, që normalisht është një nga disa ose shumë të tjera website freelancing ku mund të fokusohesh për të punuar.
Edhe programet që përdor më shumë, cilat janë? Për shembull
Programet
Photoshop.
momentalisht që unë përdor më shumë janë Photoshopi dhe Illustratori. Këto janë dy bazat që mund të mund pak a shumë mbulojnë të gjithë hapësirën e projekteve që unë kam marrë deri më sot.
Nëse mund të thuash pak edhe për të interesuarit, me çfarë lloj punësh merret zakonisht një graphic designer? Domethënë, cilat janë llojet e produkteve apo projekteve me të cilat një graphic designer angazhohet dhe duhet prodhoj gjatë punës së vet?
Atëherë, graphic design përfshin një gamë shumë gjërë produkte që mund t'i ofrosh klientëve dhe kjo mund të nisi që nga një editim shumë i thjeshtë në Photoshop i fotove, deri në krijim logosh apo në krijimin e një brendi të tërë të një kompanie e cila ka dashur ka kërkuar që të punojë me ty. Ideja është shumë që të ofrosh sa më shumë produkte brenda fushës në të cilës ti i përket, edhe të jesh sa më i sigurt në njohuritë që ti ke dhe të dish ti shesësh online te klientë të huaj apo dhe shqiptar që mund të approaching ty në momentin që ekziston një projekt. Po shumica e punëve që unë kam marrë është për logo design. Edhe ose logo editing ose modernization në varësi të projekteve që janë postuar dhe në varësi të atyre që unë mund t'i ofroj klientit.
Si të duket deri tani potenciali i fitimit me graphic design në përgjithësi si është? Kjo në varësi normalisht të projekteve të ndryshme, si për shembull logo apo fletushka, si mendon domethënë në aspektin e karrierës?
Po, mendoj që është një fushë graphic design shumë e gjerë dhe ka një përdorim kaq gjigant në gjithandej, sepse pothuajse sot të gjithë kanë një prezencë online dhe gjithashtu edhe në mos e kanë online mund të printojnë gjëra që janë fizike si këto fletushkat ose broshurat e ndryshme dhe mund të bëhen edhe për produkte të tjera siç janë kutitë e ambalazhimit të produkteve të ndryshme që mund të marketohen gjithandej. Edhe normalisht pagesa është goxha e mirë që të themi në krahasim me, domethënë në varësi të asaj që ti kërkon edhe që pret nga klienti, sepse normalisht të gjitha bisedimet bëhen one to one me klientin dhe ti e di shumë mirë se çfarë do presësh edhe se çfarë pagesa do marrësh dhe se çfarë të ofrohet. Kështu që varet nga projektet që ti merr pjesë edhe nga sasia e punës dhe cilësia që të kërkohet ty si freelancer.
Dhe normalisht kur punon freelance ti ke mundësinë vetë ta zgjedhësh punën që të intereson, duke ditur se çfarë të kërkohet, sa kohë ke për të vendosur në dispozicion etj. Me radhë. Kështu që kjo është një ndër gjërat që mendoj dhe unë është benefiti i freelance work. Gjithashtu doja pak mendimin tënd edhe për punën, ja vlen më shumë freelance part-time, full-time, në bazë të eksperiencës tënde apo dhe kolegët e tu që mbase punojnë freelance si puna jote dhe kanë vendosur mbase ta kenë si side job apo ta kenë t'i dedikojnë full-time, sepse shpesh dëgjon versione të ndryshme, po diçka nga eksperjenca jote për shembull.
Atëherë unë mendoj që freelancing është për gjithë, pavarësisht kohës që ti ke në dispozicion. Nëse je një individ që ke pak ambicie edhe pak vullnet për të punuar, mund ta bësh edhe si side job, po ndërkohë nëse ti mendon se mund t'i dedikosh shumë orë, mund ta kthesh edhe në main job edhe të ketë fitimet domethënë pa problem fare, mund të kthehet në fitim prurse edhe me, le të themi, me pagë mujore bazë. Po gjithsesi kjo është gjithmonë në varësi të kohës që ti mendon se mund t'i ofrosh freelancing.
Patjetër.
Qose mund të shtoj, është edhe pjesa që unë një kohësisht e kam bërë, le të themi, edhe gjatë kohës që jam në shkollë, edhe gjatë kohës që kam qenë nëpër puna të ndryshme, domethënë është konstante, është një gjë që ti e ke vetë në dorë se si ta organizosh kohën dhe të gjitha me radhë.
Pra mund të themi që benefiti të punuarit freelance nuk është thjesht që ti I futesh punës freelance dhe vazhdon me të, po ndërkohë nëse ti gjen një punë full time, punën freelance e ke aty, mund ta vazhdosh nëse ke kohë, mund mos ta vazhdosh për momentin
sepse është pak a shumë e njëjta gjë që unë bëj edhe aktualisht, domethënë my day job është gjithsesi graphic designer, por edhe my night job vazhdon të jetë graphic designer dhe disa aftësi të tjera, soft skills, që unë mendoj se I kam vënë të gjitha në shërbim të freelancing edhe të kohës që unë dua që t'i dedikoj freelancing në jetën time.
Mendon se për të punuar graphic design ka nevojë që të kesh më shumë vullnetin për të mësuar dhe talentin, apo do të thënë cilat mund të jenë disa gjëra kyç që duhet të kesh si graphic designer në mendimin tënd?
Mendoj se e para gjë është të jesh pak intuitiv edhe të jesh kreativ. Duke qenë se ke të bësh me programe që janë digjitale dhe që janë shumë kreative në thelbin e vet, normalisht sepse ti do krijosh nga hiçi, le të themi, në bazë të 2-3 pikave bazë që një klient mund të kërkojë ty që të përfshish në konceptin tënd. Ama gjithçka krijohet nga ty dhe është shumë, le të themi, shumë personale dhe individuale procesi në të cilën ti krijon qoftë një logo për dikë tjetër apo qoftë edhe çfarë do lloj materiali tjetër marketingu që mund të dizenjosh. Po unë mendoj që mjafton vullneti dhe siç e kam thënë edhe te video, dëshira e mirë mjafton që të mund të angazhohesh si graphic designer dhe normalisht pak skills në programet që janë të Illustratorit dhe të Photoshopit, po gjithsesi këto janë gjëra që mësohen, se nuk besoj se dikush ka lindur I mësuar, kështu që prandaj them që kryesorja është vullneti. Për mendimin tim.
Siç the edhe ti, kreativiteti apo gustot janë të ndryshme, kështu që secili mund ta vëjë në funksionin e vet, mjafton që të ketë vullnetin që ti mësoj këto programe dhe ti dedikohet kësaj pune, kësaj fushë dhe mund t'ja dali. Mbase një këshill ose 2 këshilla kryesore që ti mund t'i jepje vajzave si puna jote që duan t'i futen graphic designit si punë, ti mbase e the gjatë pyetjeve që të bëra unë, por kush mendon ti që do ishin 2 këshillat ose 3 këshillat top, le të themi, që ja vlen që të konsiderohet graphic design nga vajzat shqiptare për të punuar freelance?
Atëherë unë mendoj që e para është të kesh shpirtin e kërkimit dhe të researchit, sepse me anë të kërkimit mund të gjesh informacion. Sot, domethënë, informacioni është I pafund dhe mund të gjendet shumë kollaj nga Google-i dhe të gjitha mjetet e tjera që na janë vënë në dispozicion. Dhe pjesa tjetër mendoj që është thjesht ajo që thash, është çështja e vullneti dhe dëshirës se çfarë mendon ti se mund të arrish me aftësitë e tua, duke e njohur veten, sepse besoj se gjithë në një pikë apo në një tjetër ja dim aftësitë vetes. Nëse këto aftësi arrin të zhvillohen lehtësisht, atëherë normalisht edhe rezultati që do jetë sa më pozitiv. Këto mendoj unë që janë më kryesorët.
Shumë faleminderit Meghi, sepse eksperienca jote dhe këshillat e tua besoj do jenë të vlefshme për shumë vajza që e kanë konsideruar graphic designin si një opsion, edhe të them të drejtën është mendoj një ndër punët më kreative që mund të bëhen, edhe kur puna ka kreativitet, normalisht dhe kur të siguron të ardhura të mjaftueshme të mira, ja vlen që të konsiderohet. Unë me pyetjet e mia paraprake kam mbaruar, por po lexoj një 2-3 pyetje që kanë ardhur nga komentuesit e webinarit. Një pyetje është: sa treg ka graphic design në Shqipëri? Tani nuk e di nëse kjo është diçka që ti mbase e ke kuptuar nga eksperienca jote, po paktën në mendimin tim ka goxha treg, por gjithsesi ti e di më mirë, kështu që
edhe në mendimin tim, domethënë sa vjen edhe më shumë digitalizohet çdo lloj gjëje dhe bëhet gjithçka online, po ta vesh edhe në Instagram, Facebook, marketingu është shumë lart, domethënë. Dhe një pjesë e marketingut është patjetër materiali I dizajnit që ti bën, sepse nga kjo përfshihet gjithë branding edhe pjesa tjetër. Kështu që treg ka pafund. Mjafton që të mos do demoralizohesh që në momentin e parë, se për shembull ajo që më ka ndodhur mua në eksperiencën time personale është që për një muaj e pak në fillim nuk kam marrë një klient dhe gjithmonë isha me këtë pjesën bos po më ecën, si do t'ja bëj, ja futa kot se pune, po humbas kohën time, nuk ja vlen e gjitha me radhë, po sa më shumë që të kalon koha dhe sa më shumë që ti përpiqesh që ta prezantosh veten tënde edhe ato propozimet që ti ju bën klientëve, normalisht rrit edhe besimin tek klientët dhe normalisht shtohen një pas tjetrit. Unë deri tani, të them të drejtën, kam punuar kryesisht me klientë të huaj, sepse edhe tregu tek website-i ku unë punoj, tek People Per Hour, është kryesisht i huaj. Po nga kjo kam gjetur edhe klientë të tjerë që janë shqiptarë dhe punoj edhe për ta. Prap freelancer quhet, pavarësisht se nuk është nëpërmjet platformës, por porosi marr edhe nga klientë shqiptarë.
Megjithatë, le të themi që anglishtja është një kusht shumë i rëndësishëm për të patur kur ti punon freelance, sepse shumica e tregut dhe klientëve që të vinë janë të huaj dhe normalisht me ta do prezantohesh në anglisht, do komunikosh në anglisht, do duhesh të shpjegosh idenë tënde në anglisht e të tjera
Po të paktën bazat e anglishtes janë besoj të nevojshme, qoftë edhe sikur vetëm për të kuptuar tutorialet e programeve të Illustratorit edhe të Photoshopit, anglishtja të duhet, paktën bazat. Pastaj me praktik bëhet çdo gjë, kam përshtypjen.
E vërtet, dhe kjo është një ndër arsyet pse edhe programi jon është ofrohet në një mix, pra trajnimi mes anglishtes dhe shqipes, në mënyrë që të ndihmojë të gjithë dhe ata që mund të dinë pak anglisht, por ka nevojë ta rifreskojnë atë apo ta praktikojnë atë, në mënyrë që të jenë gati më pas për tregun freelance. Një tjetër pyetje që ka ardhur është, a është e nevojshme të kesh një uri të mëparshme për programet e caktuara për të marrë pjesë në këtë program, po pak a shumë ti e the që në pyetjen më përpara që nuk është e thënë që të kesh patjetër një uri, sepse çdo gjë mësohet. Pra edhe Photoshop, Illustratori mësohen, mjafton që të kesh vullnetin e duhur.
Thjesht besoj që duhet të kesh pak atë që thash intuitën për të mësuar gjërat, por nuk është se ka ndonjë vështirësi të madhe, se tani e ke informacionin shumë kollaj gjithandaj.
Po. Një tjetër pyetje, pasi po lexoj komentet që po vinë, nuk e di nëse mund të përgjigjemi direkt për këtë, pasi kjo varet nga eksperiencat që ti ndërton në freelance, po është çfarë çmimi jep për të bërë logon nga fillimi. Kjo besoj mund të jetë pak indikative, si thash, varet nga logo, vështirësia e tjerë me radhë, po maybe
kjo është një gjë që domethënë nuk është fikse asnjëherë, sepse në varësi të klientit dhe të asaj që ai kërkon, ti ofron një çmimin tënd. Por mund të them që nga eksperienca ime me të huaj, me klientë të huaj që më kanë kërkuar logo nga më të ndryshme dhe edhe nga më elementare deri më ato pak më të sofistikuara dhe që kërkojnë shumë orë pune, e sigurt që varion diku le të themi nga $40 deri në mund të shkojë deri në $200 për një logo. Mund të shkojë edhe më shumë nëse i bën komplet branding të kompanisë të vet apo të asaj që ai do. Kështu që po është shumë subjektive dhe nuk mund të ta them një diçka fikse.
Dhe kjo normalisht varet edhe nga eksperienca, punët që ti ke bërë më përpara dhe sa mund t'ia shesësh klientit në vazhdimsi këtë pjesë. Një pyetje tjetër është, a mund ta ushtrosh profesionin e graphic design nëse nuk ke aftësi në vizatim? Por besoj kjo
lidhje fare, sepse gjithçka është digjitale dhe Illustratori me Photoshopin kanë të mirën që kanë tools që ty të ndihmojnë të vizatosh çfarë të duash ti pa pasur dorë për vizatim. Dhe nëse i flasim për graphic design dhe gjithmonë kësaj pjesës të marketingut, të logove, të branding, nuk është se të di vizator me dorë të lirë në program. Pra, s'është e rëndësishme talenti jot, mjafton ajo që tham që ti jesh pak kreativ edhe të mund të bashkosh 2-3 elemente për të krijuar një rezultat final sa më të kënaqshëm për klientin.
Një pyetje tjetër është, po eksperienca sa rëndësi ka e parë kjo nga sytë e punëdhënësit. Mbase kjo për të shpjeguar më shumë kur ti je në hapat e parë të krijimit të profilit tënd të freelance dhe normalisht çmimi nuk e vendos dot pa të parë punët punëdhënësi, çmimi nuk e vendos dot shumë të lartë, po në përgjithësi kjo puna e eksperiencës si funksionon?
Okej, atëherë është e rëndësishme të kuptohet që në çdo website freelancing ti ke mundësinë që të uploadosh një portfolio me punë të tuat. Këto mund të jenë punë që ti krijon nga hiçi thjesht për të plotësuar portfolion dhe që t'i japësh klientit diçka ku mund të fokusohet në momentin që do që të punojë me ty. Ose pjesa tjetër është që në momentin që ti ke komunikim të drejtë për drejtë me klientin, mund t'i dërgosh 2-3 samples të punës që ti ke bërë më përpara, ose siç e thash, mund edhe ti ofrosh, le të themi, një shembull konkret mbi atë që ai do nga ty, por sa më të thjesht, domethënë pa u futur në thelbe, dhe ti shpjegosh që shiko se un kam 1-2-3 eksperienca, ose shiko se un kam 1-2-3 materiale që janë të ngjashme me atë që ti kërkon. Kjo pjesë, unë për shembull në fillim kam uploaduar thjesht 2-3 dizajne që unë kam pas bërë për qefin tim, si i thuhet, edhe për dëshirën time, pa u munduar shumë që të bie në sy të dikujt. Ama nga mënyra se si kam komunikuar dhe se si e kam dërguar atë proposalin tim ndaj klientit, ai e kam drejtuar që të shikoj profilin tim, në të cilin është edhe i plotësuar portfolioja ime me punët e mia të mëparshme. Po gjithsesi, e rëndësishme është që në fillimet e tua të mos bësh shumë, le të themi, të pranosh edhe punë pak më cheap se sa ti mendon që vlen vërtet puna jote, derisa të krijosh atë lloj reputacioni që ti të kesh të drejtën dhe të mos e vrasësh shumë mendjen se çfarë çmimi ofron, dhe të thuash që shiko, zotëri, zonjë dashur, ky është çmimi që unë ofroj për filan produkt. Nëse të pëlqen, okay, nëse nuk të pëlqen, mund të vazhdosh me të tjerë. Po kjo që të arrihet ky nivel do shumë më shumë tolerancë nga ana jote si freelancer, dhe që ta kuptosh që gjithçka fillon nga zero edhe pastaj ngrihet me kalimin e kohës.
Pra, këshilla është që duhet patur pak durim sa të fillosh hap pas hapi, dhe nëse nuk ke punë të mëparshme që i ke bërë me klient, sugjerimi Meghit në këtë rast do jetë që të vendosni disa dizajne tuaja të stilit tuaj, le të themi, që në mënyrë që të kuptohet pak a shumë nga klienti se çfarë mund të ofroni, ose ndërkohë që futeni në ato tratativat e para të punës, ai ta kuptoj pak a shumë si mund të jetë puna juaj në vazhdimsi, apo si e keni menduar konceptin e punës së tyre. Një pyetje tjetër, Meghi, që mbase mund të ndihmosh, është kur i duhet thënë jo një klienti?
Në momentin që ti mendon se po të shtrydh, le ta themi troç fare, domethënë në momentin që ti shikon se klienti jot është duke përfituar nga mirësjellja jote, atëherë është mirë që ti thuash jo. Ama dhe joja ka mënyrën e të thënit të vet. Domethënë mirë është që një klient ta trajtosh me mirësjellje deri në pikën që nuk cënohet rehatia jote dhe të ndjerit komod në punën që ti po i ofron. Për sa kohë ti je i sigurt që ajo që ti ofron nuk mund t'ja ofroj dikush tjetër, atëherë dhe ai prap kërkon, ose për shembull është kjo pjesa që thotë se e kam parë këtë logon këtu dhe të lutem bëj edhe ti fix si kjo logoja, po me që ti paguash më pak, po ta jap ty. Kjo është një gjë e padrejtë, dhe gjithashtu është edhe çështje plagjature, sepse do të thotë që ti po kopjon punën e dikujt tjetër që është lodhur për ta krijuar nga fillimi dhe nuk besoj se është e drejtë. Kështu që e mira është që të thuash jo në momentin që nuk ndihesh komod.
Pra kjo pjesa e plagjaturës mendoj që është shumë e rëndësishme, meqense erdhëm këtu, sepse duhet patur gjithmonë kujdes që të mos vidhet puna e dikujt tjetër, sepse tashmë në online internet është diçka që gjendet shumë kollaj dhe mund të krijojnë probleme si për dizajnerin, si për kompaninë, kështu që kjo është shumë e rëndësishme.
Çështja e copyrightit, domethënë, është një gjë që nuk duhet anashkaluar, sidomos në graphic design, sepse nëse dikush regjistron logon me dizajnin që ti ke bërë dhe dikush tjetër përpiqet që të kopjojë të njëjtën gjë, është e sigurt që në mos një herë tjetër do kapet që është copyright dhe do dalin probleme të tjera, qoftë edhe klientit tënd, po edhe ty si individ, se pastaj review-t e tua nuk do jenë më pozitive në website.
Pikërisht, pra është investim që ti bën tek vetja, që të mos marrësh atë shortcut-in, le të themi, atë rrugën e shkurtër, po të mundohesh realisht të bësh një produkt tëndin të mirëfillt dhe cilësor, në mënyrë që dhe ti të krijosh atë reputacionin tënd që nesër pas nesër do të krijojë sa më shumë të ardhura, më shumë klientelë e të tjera me radhë. Unë mendoj që për momentin me Meghin mund të kemi mbaruar, sepse dhe pyetjet që po vinë janë më shumë për pjesën e programit, po janë edhe disa pyetje që mund të adresohen nga mentori ynë. Kështu që për momentin mund të kalojmë tek pjesa e dytë në anglisht, ku Aniku dhe Nori do japin pak më shumë shpjegime mbi projektin, edhe do vijojmë gjithsesi komentet tuaja ti përgjigjemi aty, por në anglisht tashmë. So Anik, I'm passing the field again to you. Because for the moment with Meghi, I think we have answered most of the questions that have interested the participants. And now I think that from your side, you can do a better explanation of the graphic design and on the course, because we are also receiving many questions about graphic design in our project. So over to you. And thank you, Meghi, again, for all your time. We'll be here.
Thank you so much, Meghi. That was amazing. I don't know Albanian, but I have been translating the comments and seeing what people are saying right now, and it has been great. Thank you so much for helping us out with this. And people are loving you. I can see that in the comments. Great. So I will move on to the next part of this webinar, where we will be explaining what we will be teaching you inside this program, so that you get a little bit more idea about the kind of work you will be doing, the kind of jobs you'll be getting. I saw a few comments about how you're going to get clients, what kind of work you're going to do, what software you're going to use. We're going to explain all of that now. But from now, I would really appreciate it if you could ask the questions in English, then I will, and me and Noor, both of us will understand better. But of course, Tracy is with us. If you ask the question in Albanian as well, no problem. She will translate it for us, and we will take that from there. Now, for this session, we will go on for the next half an hour explaining the course and the kind of work you'll be doing as a graphic designer. How this will go. So we will go on for 10 minutes presenting our course curriculum and the kind of work you will be doing. And after that, we will take questions. So when we are talking, please ask questions in the comment section, because it's the best way to interact. And so we will also know if you have any questions or any sort of suggestions for us, and we will get back to you with that. I will pass on the floor to Noor, who is our graphic design mentor. But for those who have joined in late, let me introduce him again. So Noor is the lead graphic design mentor of Codesters Global, and he has been working as a graphic designer for the last 10 years, and he has taught thousands of students in multiple countries, more than 500 in Bangladesh alone. And he has created a lot of freelancers, mostly women, because he has a lot of experience working with young women who are looking forward to create their career in freelancing, and Noor has helped a lot of them become digital freelancers as graphic designers. So I will pass on the floor to Noor, and he will explain everything from now. Okay, so yeah, Noor, take over.
Hi, Anik. Thank you for introducing me. Hi, I'm MD Noor Alam. Today, I will be basically discussing about the Digital Job Albania graphic design program, everything that you need to know before starting this course. Before that, let me tell you that this course is basically designed for the people who have no knowledge or experience previously on graphic design, and starting from the very beginning. And it's completely all right. You really don't have to know anything about graphic design. We'll teach you everything in this course from 0 to advanced level. So first thing that can come up in your mind, that why you should choose graphic design. So graphic design is one of the most demanded skill for freelancing marketplaces. And if you look at different freelancing marketplaces, then you'll see the number of category graphic design have is higher than any other job related skill categories. And not only that, you'll also see that number of job is higher than any other job related skills. And the interesting thing about graphic design is that it's really easy to learn, and you can learn this skill very quickly. And if you want to become a successful freelancer within a very short time, then graphic design is the best choice for you. Now, let me tell all of you that who are eligible for our programs. So there's some criteria. The first criteria is that you have to be a Albanian woman living in Albania. So if you're an Albanian woman and living in Albania, then you are eligible for this course or for this program. And there is an age limit. You have to be between 16 to 35 years old. If you are between 16 to 35 years old, then you are eligible for this program. And you have to make sure that currently you are not in full-time employment. If you are doing a full-time job, then this program is not for you. You are not eligible to participate in this program. This program is basically for the people, those who are unemployed, and basically we're going to teach them these courses and then we'll make them freelancers. So if you're doing a job, then you're not eligible for this program. And then you must need to have medium proficiency in English. So basically, as you'll work as a freelancer, so as a freelancer, you have to communicate with different clients that are coming from different countries. So you have to communicate with them in English. So you at least need minimum English communication skill. If you have at least minimum communication skill in English, then you'll be able to participate in this program. But you must need basic English communication skill. But it's not that you need to be very good in English. You just need basic communication skill in English so that it will be enough and you're eligible for this program. And then you must need to have your own computer or laptop. You'll not be able to complete or do this course in your mobile device. You must need your computer or laptop. And also you need a stable internet connections, because this course basically we're offering online. You're going to participate all the classes online, and we'll provide some videos as well. You have to watch those videos online. So because of that, you must need a stable internet connection. So these are the criteria. Now I would like to discuss about the PC requirements. So basically there's, I've divided in two parts. The minimum PC requirement is you must need to have its minimum PC requirements. Again, I'm mentioning you must need to have Intel i3 6th generation processor with 8 GB of DDR4 RAM. So this is the minimum requirements, because the Adobe software that you're going to use, the Adobe software consume lots of power, so lots of resources. So for that reason, if you're using latest version of Adobe Photoshop or Illustrator, then in that case you must need at least Intel i3 6th gen processor. And the recommended PC requirements would be Intel i5 processor, any Intel i5 processor or above would be better. Or if you're using AMD Ryzen processor, then it would be better if you use AMD Ryzen 6000 or above. So this is the recommended requirements. And recommended RAM users would be 8 GB to 16 GB. If you're using 8 GB, that's all right, but maybe you can face some problem. You may face some laggings. But if you have 16 GB of RAM, then it would be better, because now these days all these softwares are using lots of RAM, and when you're doing a design, if the design file is very big, then it is going to consume a lot of space in the RAM. Now let me share that what are the software that you're going to learn or you need access to do the course. Basically you need Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. You need to have the access in Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, and we're going to teach you these two software basically. In Adobe Illustrator, you'll learn everything that you need to know to do print media related work. And in Photoshop, you'll learn everything in this course that you need to know to do electronic media related work. And both of the software is very popular. These are industry standard software, and all the graphic designer all over the world basically use these two software. Now let me discuss about the course curriculum. So we have divided the course curriculum in two parts. In the first part, you learn Adobe Illustrator, and on the second part, you learn Adobe Photoshop. Here, I would like to mention that if you are planning to build your career as a freelancer, so between these both software, if you ask me that which software is more important as a freelancer, so I would say it's Adobe Illustrator, because most of the job that you'll find in different freelancing marketplaces, you'll find it that most of the jobs are related to Adobe Illustrator, like logo design, business card design, flat design, Trifold brochure design, vector tracing. All these jobs are high in number in different freelancing marketplaces in graphic design categories. But beside that, you also need Adobe Photoshop, because whenever you are doing a design, you also need to do that mock-up. You need to do, after counting the design, you need to do the design mock-up. So when you need to do the mock-up, you need Adobe Photoshop. And not only that, suppose when you are designing a flyer or Trifold brochure, at that time, we use many images. So when you're using images, basically, if you need to edit it, then you have to edit that image in Adobe Photoshop. You can't edit that image in Adobe Illustrator. So for photo editing or color corrections or doing such types of things, working with images, you need to use Adobe Photoshop. And for creating vector graphics or different print media related work, you need Adobe Illustrator. So you need both of the software. You need to have knowledge on both of the software so that you can give your 100% output to your clients.
Now, before we move on to the next section, let's answer some of the questions, because we have quite a few questions now, and then we can move on to the curriculum. Okay?
Yes. Sure.
All right. So the first question that I see over here is you have been asking for a while. So I don't know if I'm a winner or no. Can you explain me? So right now, those of you who have already applied for the first round, we are going through your applications and we are making selection, but we have not sent it to everyone yet. But we will get back to you soon with a reply, very soon, and you will know if you have been selected. So right now we're going through all the application because there has been a lot. There has been a few thousand applications already. So it takes a little bit of time to go through all of that. And we will get back to you with a reply. Even if you don't get selected, we will let you know. But we will definitely let you know very soon. Okay. The next question was, what freelancer platforms do you suggest? The three most important freelancer, or four, I would say, are Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, where Meghi works, and also freelancer.com. So these are the most common ones that, because I am a freelancer myself as well, and I've been teaching freelancers. So these are the kind of platforms that people used to work with. So I'm going to repeat again: Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, and freelancer.com. These are the four platforms that most people prefer to start with from the beginning. What should I do to take place in this project? As I've shared, you can see in the comment, I've shared a link to apply to this project. If you meet all the criteria that Noor has mentioned right now, or you can go to the link that I put in the comment, or the apply now link, and you can go there and you can check if you meet all the criteria. If you do, please apply to that, and we will get back to you to let you know if you got selected. How do you connect with the client? This is a great question. So as I said, there are four platforms: Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, and freelancer.com. In these platforms, there are both clients and freelancers. So the clients are posting jobs. The freelancers are applying to those jobs, or just putting up an advertising kind of a thing that I can do this. You can hire me to this kind of work. So these are what we call marketplaces, the freelance marketplaces, where you can go in and you can apply to these jobs. So yeah, yes, to connect with the client, you need to sign up on these platforms. But there's a good thing in our program. So in our 3-month program, the first 2 months is when we teach you skills like graphic design, web development, digital marketing, whichever program you get selected for. For 2 months, we will teach you the technical skills that you need. After that, we will teach you the soft skills that you need, the freelancing skills, the English, the communication skills that you need to excel as a freelancer. Once you have done that, once you have completed all of that, you can go on to these platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, and you'll be able to apply to the jobs, and you'll be winning jobs from there. We will also show you some tips and tricks on how to stand out from the competition and win some jobs. So we have all of that included inside our program. So you don't have to worry about that. We will take you through everything. All right. The girls who applied in September have been selected in the first way. Does they have to apply again? That our applications will begin. And no, you don't have to. If you have applied once, that's perfect. So you don't really have to apply again. If you have applied once, that is fine, because we have all of your information in our database, so it's okay. All right. There are a few more questions here. Let me go through them. Do we do some kind of practice after the training? Yes, you do. So inside the training as well, we, as Noor will show you in a minute, we have realistic projects, because some of you might be also having questions. So graphic design is a program offered in a university. So there are like 3, 4, 5-year programs on graphic design. So how do I learn graphic design in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months? Well, what we do, and we have been doing this for a long time, Codestress has been active in multiple countries, and we have been creating freelance graphic designers. So what we do is we focus on the skills that are necessary for the marketplaces. For example, in the marketplace, the kind of work that we'll do will include logo design, photo editing, photo retouching, removing background from the images. So these are the kind of things that you can easily learn if you learn how to use the software Photoshop and Illustrator. So we will teach you hands-on skills on how to create this thing so that you can start working right away in the marketplace. But of course, it's a learning process, and you will always keep improving your skills. We will teach you everything you need to know to get started and also win jobs. But of course, we will give you a lot of extra materials that you can keep watching even after the end of the program, so that you can improve. And I will send you the link to our Discord community. You need to join that community as well, where we support each other. Our mentors are there, our students are there. We try to help each other a lot to help us improve. But the curriculum that we have is a pretty comprehensive curriculum, and it includes everything that you might need to become start working as a graphic designer in these freelancing marketplaces. Is it better to use PC or iPad? Before I answer that question, one more question I think I saw somewhere before here in the comments. So one of you asked, is it necessary for you to know how to draw if you want to become a graphic designer? That is a question that that also baffled me for a while before I wanted to learn graphic design. Yes and no. So first of all, you don't absolutely need it, because this is where the software kit comes in to help you out. And you can find a lot of sketches online that you can use. You can find a lot of references online that you can use. But of course, if you know how to draw, that would give you an upper hand, but it's absolutely not necessary. But it is definitely an advantage to have if you want to become a graphic designer, because then you can, for example, for logo design kind of work, there are 2 ways you can go into it. So if you want to just create a simple logo, you can take ideas from the internet and you can sketch, you can draw it up on Illustrator. And there is another way of doing it, which is the more I would say comprehensive way that graphic designers follow. They sketch out the logo in hand with a pencil first on a piece of paper, and they show it to their clients. So this is the draft, if you like it. And then if the client approves that draft, then the freelancer scans it and puts it on their computer, and then do the design based on the sketch. But it's a much more comprehensive process, and it's a more expensive process, I'd say. If you have those skills, you can charge way more than most freelancers, of course, because you're offering a more custom approach to it. So yeah, having that skill will definitely help you. But if you don't have that, that's where we come in. That's where the software come in to help you. So you don't really need to know drawing, but if you do, that's a plus. Is it better to use PC or iPad? So as I said, if you have an iPad, you can use the Apple Pen to draw. That would definitely help you. But honestly, most of the freelancers that I know work on their desktop or laptop. But yeah, if you have an iPad and if you know how to sketch on it or draw on it, that would definitely give you an advantage. But in our program, we don't include that part, because we know that not everyone has an iPad. So we have to make sure that we make it as inclusive for everyone as possible. But of course, if you have an iPad, do let us know. We can give you some extra resources where you can also learn how to, because in Photoshop, and also there are other drawing software specifically meant for drawing, where you can sketch out these things. So we can also give you some extra content for that. All right. How we can apply, I've already answered that. Why are employed people not included in the program? Good question. Now, I answered this in the last webinar as well. So think about it this way. With this program, we're trying to create an impact. We're trying to change people's lives. So the most impact that we can have on people is by changing their lives completely. So if you don't have a job, and we teach you a skill that is highly employable in both online and offline world. I mean, graphic design has a lot of demand in, I'm sure, Albania as well, because as more and more companies are going online, the need for graphic designers are also going up. So we want to make sure that we are teaching unemployed people a skill that can help them transform their life. So we're trying to make sure that we make the most impact, and that's why we're only including unemployed people in this program. Okay. Will we be able to work after you finish the training? Yes, of course you will be able to. You can work after the end of the program. Our goal will be to create freelancers, so turn you into a freelancer. But if you want to work offline as a graphic designer, for example, it's completely fine. I mean, as long as you get employed through our program, if we can help you find employment in either online or offline world, we would be more than happy. So yeah, you can do either. So that's cool. There are a few other questions. I think, yeah, you're welcome. How many applicants will be chosen for the first batch of the course? I will not get into the details yet. We will let you know through email, and then we will let you know everything in detail once we have done, because it depends. It very much depends, because we got way more applicants than we expected. So we have to also think about it, and we'll have to finalize, and we'll have to send you the information later. So, but yes, we will select a lot of people. No, don't worry about it. So keep applying. I will always encourage you to apply, and hopefully you'll get selected, and you'll be able to become a part of this. What apps are required to partake in the program? Where do the online classes happen? Very good question. As Noor already mentioned, you need Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. We cannot provide you with that. You need to have access to both the software. The online classes will happen in our platform, academy.codesters.com. We are operational, and then we have taught more than 12,000 students so far inside our platform. So yeah, we will be teaching you there. Okay. Then I know that to be part of this course, to be not be employed, is there a problem if I'm working, but I want to be part? If you are full-time employed, then no, you cannot be full-time employed. So that's the criteria. If you're not full-time employed currently, then you can apply. Okay, but yes, do apply. We will consider. We will take a look at your application, and we'll let you know if you meet our criteria. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it. I have answered most of the questions. The next 10 minutes I will give to Noor so that he can continue with the rest of the presentation, and then I will come back to you with the answers again. So yeah, Noor, take it.
Thank you so much, Ani, for answering all our audience questions and queries. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss about the course curriculum of Adobe Illustrator at first. So this is our website. I would like to introduce our website here. So you can see the domain. This is digitaljobalbania.com. If you visit our website, then here you can see that on the banner, there is 3 categories: graphic design, web development, and digital marketing. Just click on graphic design so that it will going to take you to the graphic design page. And here you'll get all the details that you need to know about this course, this program. And if you go below, then here you can find the course curriculum of this program. Now, let me show you that what are the things that you're going to learn. Those who are curious to know that what are the things, what will be the course curriculum, here you can see the course curriculum if you visit this page. So you can see here the course curriculum. There is total 32 chapters in this graphic design program. And at first, in the first part, we'll start with Adobe Illustrator, as I've mentioned before, and you can see the course curriculum here. So what we did here, at first, we're going to teach you all the basic tools, techniques, and fundamentals of graphic design, because these are the tools and technique and options are most important here before start all our projects. Because if you don't know that what tools does what and how these tools work and what options basically, you need to know to create different types of designs. First, you need to learn all this, and after learning this, then we'll move to different projects. Here you can see from chapter 1 to chapter 9, you'll only learn basic tools, techniques, and options. And if I click here, then you'll see in each of this chapter, there is main lessons included. You can see there's 3 lessons in this chapter. In chapter 4, there is 5 lessons. So you have to watch and you have to see all this. We're going to teach you all this. And after learning all this basic tools and technique, then we'll move to different projects. From chapter 10, here you can see we move to projects. So the first project is flat character design. Now let me describe all these projects one by one. So this is the flat character design. So the first project that you're going to see is flat character design. So basically it is one of the most demanded design work now these days. In most of the social media posts and also in different websites, you will see that these types of flat character designs are using now these days. And in this chapter, in this project, basically you learn that how you can create such types of flat character. And creating such types of flat character is really very easy. It just you need to know that how you can customize different shapes, and customizing different shapes, basically you can create any types of flat character design. And then the next project is business card design. So in this chapter, you'll learn business card design and also everything related to it, like what is the modern trend, and about the business card layout, and then document setup. And then you'll see that how we work with the icons and text, and also with the alignments and everything. And at last, you'll also see that how we export, after completing a design, how we export the design in 5 different formats. So when, as a freelancer, you're working, when you are delivering a file to your client, at that time, as a graphic designer, you have to send 5 different formats to your client. So here, in this chapter, you'll learn how to save in 5 different formats. And if you learn this from this chapter, that how to save this 5 different formats, you have to follow the same thing for all other designs basically, and you'll get the knowledge in this chapter that how to save these files in 5 different formats. And also the most important one is how to save as a print ready document. Basically, you also have to save or export the file as a print ready document so that the client will be more happy. And yeah, these are the things that you'll learn in this chapter. And then you'll learn the next project is flyer design. Basically, flyer design is one of the most effective marketing tools, and it has a great demand in different freelance marketplaces. You'll find it many jobs related to flyer design, and here you'll learn it. And one thing is very interesting here. If you know how to design a business card, then you can also design flyer. You can also design Trifold Brochure design, because the most interesting thing about Illustrator is in all the design, basically, you're using the same technique, same tools. Just the difference is that in business card design, the size of the document is smaller, and in flyer design, the size of the document is bigger. Only this is the difference. Or everything else is same. You have to create objects. You have to customize objects. You have to use different, tools to color the object, and then you have to use clipping mask. So basically, if you know that how to design a business card, then you need to know all the tools and technique. Then you can design any other designs. So this is what interesting about Illustrator. And then the next project is banner and roll-up banner design. Now this is also very popular design element, and many organizations are using for their promotional campaign banners and roll-up banner. And in this chapter, we're going to cover it. You will learn that how we can design such banner and roll-up banner. And again, it's the same technique, following the same technique. If you know that how to design business card flyer, then you can also design banner and roll-up banner. And then you learn Trifold Brochure design. Now, Trifold Brochure is another very effective marketing tools for different promotional campaign. Different organizations, companies are using this Trifold Brochure design, and this is also a very high demanded job in different freelance marketplaces. And it's just like flyer. But the difference is that there is a 3-part, and there's total 6. There's total. It's divided in 6 places: the front side and back side. So there's total 6 part, but it's divided in 3 part. And you learn in this chapter that how you have to do it. You just need to know that how to set up the document. Then you can design such types of Trifold Brochure as you like. And then you learn vector tracing. Now, vector tracing is one of the most demanded job related to Adobe Illustrator. Basically, what you have to do in vector tracing, your client is going to provide you a low resolution image, and then you have to convert that low resolution image into vector, basically, to make it high resolution image. And after converting it to vector file, vector graphics, then you can make the size of the design as big as possible, as large as possible. but it will not going to lose its quality. So because of that, the vector tracing has great demand in different freelance marketplaces, and it's also very easy to do. And you'll learn there's two types of vector tracing. One is manual and the one is auto. So you'll learn both of the technique in this chapter. And then you'll learn logo design. Now, logo design is the most demanded job. About 40 to 50% job you'll find in different freelancing marketplaces related to logo design. And when you'll be studying as a freelancer, in initial stage, you also have to start with the logo design, because most of the job you'll get that will be related to logo design. And logo design, to create a logo or to design a logo, you need to know all the tools, techniques. So that's the reason we keep the logo design project at the very end. And this is the last project of this Illustrator first part. And then we'll move to Adobe Photoshop. Now, again, let me open the course curriculum. Here you can see from chapter 18, we'll start the part 2, basically, where we'll start Adobe Photoshop. Now, in Photoshop, basically, we do electronic media related work. We design electronic media related elements, and we use Photoshop for photo editing, basically. Here you can see. Again, we'll start with all the basic tools, techniques, and options. After learning all these basic tools and technique, then from chapter 25, you can see we have start our project. From here, we'll move to our projects. Now, let me show you what are the projects we're going to cover in our second part, which is Adobe Photoshop. So here you can see all our projects. So basically, at first, you'll learn retouching image. A retouching image is one of the most demanded job that related to Adobe Photoshop, and you'll find there's many jobs in different freelance marketplaces that related to retouching image. Basically, what you have to do here, basically you have to remove all the spot from the skin, and then you have to make the skin smoother. Not only that, you also have to do the digital makeover. Here you can see some example. Here you can see on the left side, there's the image, and after doing the retouching image, basically after doing the skin retouch, you can see on the right side how we have made the skin smoother. And on the right side, you can see the image. The left side, you can see there's many spots on the skin, and on the right side, you can see how smooth it looks now. So this is what we call retouching image, and you learn everything from start to finish, how to make the skin smoother, how to remove the spots, and then how you can do the artificial makeover, how you can do the digital makeover. So you learn everything in this chapter or in this project. And then you learn removing background or clipping path. Now, this is the most demanded job that related to Adobe Photoshop, and you'll find many jobs related to removing background in different freelance marketplaces. And the most interesting thing about it, if you only know that how to remove the background, then just by doing this job, you can earn a good amount of, you can earn a good amount from different freelance marketplaces. So basically, this is what we call also clipping path. You have to use the pen tools to do it. So in this chapter, you'll learn how you have to do it, and also you'll learn that how you can remove the background from the hair, which is the most difficult thing to do, and also how you can fix if there's any problem, how you can fix those complicated areas. So you'll learn everything in this chapter, and this is the most demanded job that related to Adobe Photoshop. And then you'll learn how to blur the background like a pro. So basically, this is also another very, very demanded job. Basically, to blur the background, we have to use a portrait lens with a DSLR camera. But if you know how to blur the background in Photoshop, then you can just take a photo with your mobile phone or with a normal camera phone, and then you can just edit it and you can make it look like that the image maybe took with a DSLR camera with a portrait frame. So basically, you learn that how you can blur the background like a professional, professional way. You learn in this chapter. And then you learn how to remove objects from an image. Now, this is also very demanded job, because there's many clients out there, they want to remove some object from an image, but they don't know how to do it. So it's really easy. It takes very less time. It not require that much time. Maybe it will take to remove this object. Basically, it takes only 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. So just by doing that, you can earn $10 to $15. So it's that easy, but it's very fun to do. But you can earn a very good amount just by doing that. So you'll learn here that how to remove the object from an image. Now, there is two ways, and a manual and the one is auto. So basically, you'll learn how to remove the object from an image with clone stem tools, and also you'll learn that how you can remove the object from an image, basically using content error option. So in this chapter, we'll cover both of these options. And then you'll learn image manipulation. So now, what is image manipulation? Basically, in image manipulation, we combine 2, 3, or 4, 5 photos together, real photos together, and we just make it a manipulation image. Here you can see. Now, to create a manipulation image, you need to know advanced level work. You need to know most of the tools and options in Photoshop. So we're going to cover everything, and you'll learn that how you can create manipulation image. And then you learn how to edit photos, basically. So I have mentioned already, we use Photoshop for photo editing purpose. So in this chapter, we'll cover everything: how to edit the photos, how to do the color adjustment, and do the color corrections, everything. So in this chapter, we're going to cover it, and you'll learn it. And I believe after learning this, then you can edit your own photos, as well as you can start working as a freelancer. And at last, you'll learn water reflection effect. Now, this is one of the most advanced work. Here you'll learn that how you can create water ripple effects your own. So basically, reason behind teaching you this or showing you this, because after learning this, then you will understand that how many things you can do in Photoshop to enhance your creativity, how you can create your own effects. To give you an idea, we're going to show you that how you can create water reflection effects. So these are the things that we're going to teach you in Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. And after part 1 and after part 2, then on the part 3, basically, which will be in the 3rd month. On the 1st month, you'll learn Adobe Illustrator. On the 2nd month, you'll learn Adobe Photoshop. And on the 3rd month, you'll learn basically different freelancing marketplaces. So we're going to provide you lessons on different freelancing marketplaces like Fiverr, Upwork, and your local mentor from Albania will going to teach you on those freelancing marketplaces. We're going to give you lessons on those freelancing marketplaces. And another thing I'd like to mention that all these local mentors are successful freelancers. So they are going to share with all of you their experience and everything that you need to know to become a successful freelancer. We're going to give you the support. And many of you asking questions that how you're going to communicate with the clients, and you know how to, I know you have many questions about it. So you really don't have to worry. We're going to cover everything in this 3 months. And our goal is to create you a freelancer. You know, our goal is create freelancers. So it's our responsibility to make you a successful freelancer. We're going to teach you everything that you need to know. Now, let me show you basically the Fiverr marketplace. Here, I've mentioned before that in different freelance marketplaces, graphic design category, that compared to other job-related skills, graphic design categories is higher. You know, let me show you here in Fiverr. If I go to graphic design, then here you can see the categories. It's huge. The number of categories is huge, and also the number of jobs compared to other job-related skill. Graphic design have more jobs in different freelancing marketplaces, and you can see these categories. If you see other categories, have a look. You see this digital marketing category, and then this writing and translation, and then video animation, music. So you'll find that the graphic design categories are huge, and there's many different things you can do in graphic design. If you're not good in one category, you can then go for other one that you find suitable for you, or you find easy to do. So yeah, there's a higher chance to become a successful freelancer within a short time if you start working as a graphic design freelancer. And now, basically, I'm going to share about the earning potential, basically. So many of you have this question, I believe, that how much you can earn as a graphic design freelancer, basically. Initially, you can make around $10 to $15 per hour. So at the very beginning, you can earn $10 to $15 per hour. And when you'll get the experience, and after enhancing your knowledge, then you can earn even more. Not only that, you can also start your own graphic design agencies. So if you are earning, initially, if you're earning $10 to $15 per hour, so I believe it's not a bad amount, because per day, if you work 8 hours, so you can guess that how much you can earn. But once you will enhance your experience and knowledge, then you can earn even more. Now, here I will be showing some of my students' success stories, some of our students' success story, those who have completed graphic design course from our Coder Trust. So let me show you some of their freelancing profiles, freelancing marketplace profiles. Here you can see their Fiverr account. Her name is Munira, and she is doing amazing work right now. She also a woman, and you can see that she is now in level 2 in Fiverr. And till now, she have completed total 86, around more than 86 actually, because not all the clients give reviews. But we can see that there's 86 reviews, so we can estimate that there's about 120 job maybe she done. And right now she is in level 2. And here you can see that what types of work she is doing. So basically, I'm showing this to give you an idea that what types of work you also have to do when you will start working as a freelancer. Have a look. She is doing these types of jobs. She is a housewife, and she is from WSJFM batch, basically, just like you. And she started from 0. Now she is doing really great as a freelancer. Now she is in level 2, so you can guess that how good she is doing. She is also working in Upwork, and she is a top-rated freelancer in Upwork. Now here you can see she is Andor. She is one of my Andor students. Her name is Faria Mohana. Here you can see she is on level 1. Let me show you some of her work. Here you can see she is doing minimalist business logo design. And let me show some of her work. So have a look at what types of logo you have to do when you start working as a freelancer. So these are the design. Have a look. Very simple, but looks really nice. And she has a good rating. You can see she done 41 job so far, or more than that, but she has a 5 out of 5 rating. So all her clients are very happy with her work. You can see here. You can see all the logos. So these types of logo you need to do when you'll be start working as a freelancer. So this will give you a good idea, because this will going to clear your confusion that maybe you're thinking what types of work I have to do. So these types of work you have to do once you will start working as a freelancer. And we're going to teach you everything. Basically, she is also our student. We followed the same curriculum. Basically, following the same curriculum, we have teach all these students, and now they are doing freelancing in different freelancing marketplaces. Here you can see. So these are some of her designs. She is doing book covers. You can see. If you can do a flyer design, then you can also do book covers. All are similar, just the difference is the document size. If you do some research in internet, then you can understand how to do it, because again, you have to do the same thing as when you will be doing other designs, just you need to know the document size. So you can see all the designs. These are the designs that you need to do. And then this is Nipu Shaha, maybe her age, if I'm not wrong, she is 54. And she just finished her course last year, basically. And now she is in level 1. And the most interesting thing about her is that she used to come with her daughter, both in the same batch. Now her daughter is not doing freelancing, but she is in level 1. So this is something that I'm really proud of her. You can see, yeah, and you can see that all her work. She is basically good in creating flyers. You can see, she is creating flyers. And now see some of her design. And here you'll get the idea. Basically, it's not necessary that every time you need to be an extraordinary designer. It's not like that. You just need to give the effort. Basically, you need to be online. You have to communicate with the clients. You have to send buy request, and you'll get the job. If you see the design, she is not doing that extraordinary design, but what she is doing, she is maintaining the alignment. She is maintaining the font size, basically. She is maintaining the international standards. So that's the reason clients are happy with her work. Here you can see. Designs look simple, but if you do such types of design, you can also be in her place. You can also reach to level 1. So that's the reason I'm showing her work. Then you can see that poster and banner design. Let me show you some of her work again. Have a look. This is the flyer she designed for a restaurant. Again, here you can see some more flyers. Let me show you some more work. This is the business card she designed. Have a look. Simple business card, you know. So if you are able to do such types of design, then you can also become a successful freelancer. And again, we are telling you that you really don't have to worry. We're going to show you that how you can do all these types of design and where you can take inspirations, because maybe you're thinking that this designs looks very complicated, but it's not like that. These are very simple. Once we're going to show you or teach you, then you'll find it very, very easy. You really don't have to worry. It's our responsibility to, you know, teach you everything. And then here you can see, this is my Andhra student. Her age is 56, and she is a friend of Nipu Saha. She is a friend of Nipu Saha. She did job in a bank for 15 years. Then he quit her job and decided to start working as a freelancer. Then she visited our Kodak Trust and did our course on graphic design. And you know, here I would like to mention that she is one of my proud students. She is so skilled, and she has really you know, she is very, very energetic. From the very beginning, she did really fantastic, and still she is 56 years old, but it's still the effort she gave to become a successful freelancer is just amazing. And today she is now in level 1. Here you can see some of her work example. Let me show you the vector tracing. Here you can see. So as I'm saying that the vector tracing is one of the most easiest things to do, because your client will going to provide you the image and you just have to convert it to vector. And you can see some of her work. Simply, she just created these objects basically using pen tools and different shapes. Here you can see. And she has 5 out of 5 rating. Here you can see. So this is really good. You see, these are very simple design, and this one also very simple. Just you need to use the pen tools to create such types of design. So yeah, here you can see. So these are some example. You can also see their link of the profiles. You can visit their Fiverr account or Fiverr profiles. So you can say it yourself. You can check yourself their profiles and their work as well. Then this is one of my Andhra student. His name is Munir Shojiv. She is one of the most talented student I have, and he have completed 2 courses from Kodak Trust. First, he completed graphic design. Then he started working as a graphic designer, and then he completed a course on WordPress or web design development. Now he is working as a freelancer, and he is providing graphic design and web design development services on different freelancing marketplaces. And this is his Fiverr account. And right now he is in level 2. Here you can see some of his work. Let me show you. Here he did some flyer design. Have a look. So all his designs looks really amazing. Here you can see this design. He did this flyer for a restaurant. Have a look. Now I believe you get the idea that what types of designs basically you have to do. So all these designs and everyone that you see here, they have started their career from zero basically in freelance marketplaces. Basically, they have zero knowledge on graphic design, and they first learn it from Kodak Trust, and then within a few time they reach to level 2. So as Onik mentioned that we are doing this for so long now, and we know how to create freelancers. We know the technique, so we are just following the same technique, and we're going to make all of you successful freelancer, and it's our responsibility. So here you can see.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Noor. We will move on to the some of the question and answer, but I was personally loving these work examples as well, because it feels so good to see that some of our students have done so well in the marketplaces, and it's always always a pleasure to look at their work. Maybe my video, yeah, I know. My video is not coming up. Give me a second. I'll replace my battery of my camera, which ran out because we ran out of time. But it was a nice session, so it's all good. I'll come back in a second. No problem.
Okay, no problem. So here I would like to mention all of you that if you didn't apply yet, you can just visit to this link, or you can visit our website, which is Digital Job Albania. Just visit that link, and those who didn't apply, just apply now. And those who have applied already, you don't have to apply again. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Noor. Hopefully you can see me now again. But yeah, so I will go on to answer some of the questions. But yeah, once again, thank you, Noor, so much for showing us some of these work examples. And of course, I think after looking at the work examples, many of you might be having this idea. So this seems a little bit complex. Will I be able to do it? Will I not be able to do it? So it might be a little bit of a confusion for many of you. But let me assure you that if you know how to use the tools right, you can learn how to do work of these kind within 2 to 3 months, because all of our programs that we have done in many countries are always 3-month programs. So we have done this within this time frame. And in Albania, we're also offering you local mentors. So it's not just going to be an online course. It will be online. It's not like something like Udemy where you just get the videos. We are also supporting you with local mentors, also online, but you will get to talk to a mentor who can help solve your problem. So this is the kind of support that we are giving you. And we're very sure that we will be able to turn you into freelancers, because we have done that with way less effort than we are putting it on you. And I have taken a look at some of your applications, and you look really good, and I'm sure that you'll do great in this program. So if I move on to the questions, the first one is, what time will the training start, or has it been decided yet? I have applied. I hope I'll be selected. Okay. So we have, if you go to the apply now page, I'll link it. I'll put it here again. So please go to the apply now page. I've put it in the comments. If you see at the bottom, there is a key timeline. So our first group will start early November. Second group will start early December. Third group will start in January, and fourth group in February. So we have 4 groups that we'll be taking you in. So don't worry if you haven't received. So some of you are already commenting that I did not receive any information from you yet. So I'm worried if I'm getting selected or not. Don't worry. Whether you get selected or not, we will let you know. Even if you don't get selected, we will let you know. But as I said before, there has been a lot of applications, and it takes a little bit of time, because we want to make sure that we give a fair chance to everyone, and we don't just skim over the applicants. We want to take a look at it in detail and then get back to you. So it's taking a little bit longer than expected, but of course we are on track, and we will get back to you very soon. Hopefully within a week, to all of you who have applied, and we will try to get back to you with a reply whether you got selected or not. Some of you have already started the assessment test, because those of you who applied at the very beginning, we had the time to already check your application, and we were able to enroll some of you. But of course, we are also considering all those of you who did not get selected yet. So we will let you know once we have reached a decision, and we will email you. So don't worry about it. I'm sure most of you will get selected. So don't worry. And then if you haven't applied yet, please use the link below to apply. The next question is, hello, I've completed the assessment test and it says 93%. Okay, this is also one common question that is coming in. So some of you have been, as I said, enrolled in the assessment course. And if you see that you're stuck at 93%, it's because we have to also approve your assignments for it to move to 100%. So don't worry about it, 93% is perfect. How many work and experience freelancing can take per month? Very good question. Also, how much time is you need to reach that? Okay, so first of all, for an experienced freelance graphic designer, every month you can take in around 10-15 projects without any problem, because you can create a design within 1-2 days. So it's fine. You can do 10 to 15 work at least. But this is where freelancing is the best, at least for me. As a freelancer, you are not limited. So if you're doing a, let's say, traditional job, your time is limited. You cannot outsource your work to anyone else because you are on a fixed salary. So you cannot pay anyone else any salary. But as a freelancer, what you can do is, if you, let's say you get 100 projects, which I can get right now because I have a lot of experience and I can get 100 projects every month. So what I do is I hire other freelancers to do my work. So I outsource my work to them, and I have turned this into a business. So as a freelancer, you can also be an entrepreneur. You can start your own agency, design agency, marketing agency, whatever. You have limitless options in this. So this is the beauty of freelancing. How much time does it take? I would say 3 months to learn the skills, of course, and then 3 more months for practice. At least 6 months you need to become a complete, like very confident freelancer that you can do a lot of work. The 3 months of training and then 3 months of practice by yourself. Yeah. Will there be a meeting about web development? Yes, there will be next Tuesday at 7 p.m. same time. We'll have webinars every. The next week there will be a webinar on web development at Tuesday 7 p.m. same as today, and then the week after that we'll have a webinar on digital marketing. So we have 3 programs: graphic design, web development, and digital marketing. We've already done the graphic design one. We will move on to the web development next week, and the week after that, digital marketing. Can we choose what course we study already decided for us? You can choose. So the step is, after you have applied, we take a look at if you meet all the criteria. And if you meet all the criteria, we enroll you into an assessment course where you have to, so we teach, it's a 1-hour course where you go through a few tasks that you have to do. And once you have done that, if you have done that well, we select you for the final program. And at the end of that assessment course, you get to decide which program you want to go for. But of course, it depends on, so let's say if everyone wants to go for graphic design, we cannot really do that, right? So we have to make sure that we have to make sure that it's a mixture of both. So you will have the option to select, but we will get back to you. We will try our best to give you what you select, but depending on the available seats, we will let you know. But yeah, you have the option to select. When courses start for each group. So the first group will start, as I said, in November, second group in December, third group in January, fourth group in February. So we have 4 groups, so no problem, you can keep applying. Watching this on behalf of Hassan, thank you, great. Then can we apply for all the courses? No, only one, because you can only select one program, because in 3 months, you really won't have the time to do more than one, because as you already saw the curriculum, it's a huge curriculum. So it will be very difficult for you to go through 3 courses at once. Hopefully in the future, if you are done with one and you love it, maybe we will offer more programs in the future where you can take up more programs. But for now, only one. I think I have applied, I have answered all of the questions, so that's great. But I will send you an email to join, not email, I will send you a comment to join our community. This is a Discord community that we have where you can ask us, me, Noor, our other students, or our mentors. So all of them, you can ask questions in this Discord community. So please join that community and you can ask us any question anytime. And with that said, I will, of course, pass on the floor to Tracy to finish it up. But yeah, I want to wish you all the best, and I hope that you'll be able to get selected in the final program, and we will be able to have an impact on your life. Till then, take care. Tracy, here you go.
Thank you, Anik, and thank you, Noor, for your amazing presentations. I think I want to enroll in one of the courses right now, and I'm questioning my my field of study, but this is just a joke. I think it's very important for everyone who wants to do something with their career, either to change it, or they have always had interest in graphic design or web development or digital marketing, to try it. And especially if you're not employed or in a full-time employment, we encourage you to apply. Okay, unë po e vazhdoj në Shqip, me qenë se edhe Aniku I tha të gjitha në anglisht. Do ju sugjeroja që të vazhdoni të aplikoni, nëse nuk keni aplikuar akoma dhe jeni të interesuar. Një gjë shumë e rëndësishme është që emailin që ju na nisni kur aplikoni, ta kontrolloni hera herës, sepse mund të ndodhi shpesh që ne do ju vazhdojmë të ju dërgojmë ftesa si për webinarit, info session që mund të keni interes, por gjithashtu edhe njoftimet mbi fazat e aplikimit, si po shkojnë, nëse jeni selektuar tek aplikimi I parë apo nëse jeni ftuar tek sesioni I dytë, dhe do ju këshilloja të kontrolloni gjithashtu edhe folderat të tjerë të emailit, si për shembull promotions folder apo spam folder, sepse ndonjëherë mund të ndodhi që emailet të shkojnë aty duke qenë se mund të keni goxha kërkesa edhe njoftime. Kështu që kjo është një këshill për të mos humbur asnjë komunikim prej nesh. Gjithashtu na ndiqni në faqet tona në Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, ku do uploadohet edhe çdo webinar pasi është regjistruar. Dhe për çdo pyetje, ju lutem të na kontaktoni në numrat e kontaktit dhe emailin e kontaktit e website-it, pasi do ju përgjigjemi sa më shpejt të kemi mundësi mbi çfarë do lloj dyshimi që të kemi, çfarë do lloj pyetje apo paqartësie, ne do jemi aty si në anglisht si në shqip për t'ju përgjigjur çdo gjëje. Shpresoj që webinari sotëm të ketë vlerësuar sadopak për gjithë ata që kanë dashur të dinë më shumë mbi graphic design dhe gjithashtu për ata që janë të interesuar të aplikojnë tek projekti dhe ju urojmë suksese dhe shpresojmë të na ndiqni në webinaret e mëtejshme. Faleminderit.